Dear readers of the Astrodeha family, welcome to Astrodeha on YouTube. This week we are facing some interesting planetary transits. We are starting the week with a sharp square aspect between the Sun and Neptune. In particular, we may find ourselves feeling excessively brave, doing things we once said we would never do, and as a result, we could be tested by major mistakes, serious errors, and significant misconceptions facing irreversible challenges in both our professional and personal life. Especially when we think we are chasing our dreams, our tendency to deceive ourselves may lead us to interpret events the way we want, or rather to delude ourselves, which could later result in regrets and having to deal with the consequences of our choice. That's why it's beneficial to be cautious. On June 24th, however, the Sun will be conjunct with Jupiter. This conjunction is an energy that comes together only once a year. Be especially careful today. When making decisions for yourself, align your intuition, feelings, and mind. And on this auspicious day, let your prayers, intentions, and wishes be about structuring your life journey with the right choices without deceiving or misleading yourself and without falling into delusions. And on June 26th, Mercury begins its transit in Leo. While Mercury is in Leo, over the next few weeks, your personal creativity and talents will carry you to better places. This week, it's possible both to get your work and academic life in order, or to ruin them by deceiving yourself. So, with Mercury's transit through Leo, move forward by making sure you have fully structured your project. In particular, it will be to your benefit to act with moderation, to move with plenty of humility, and not to share the decisions you make about work matters with everyone. And on June 26th, we are facing a Sun-Mars sextile. Especially in matters related to communication, this is a day dominated by energies where we should raise our voices, not remain silent. This is so that we can balance energies in family matters and issues related to private life and structure our rights mutually with a conciliatory and calm manner. Throughout the week, karmic influences will be at play. These are effects that will have us questioning the karmas of our parents' lineage, confronting our childhood traumas, and seeking answers to many things within ourselves that we cannot name. But the sky warns each of us that if we do this with anger, it could lead to great regrets and misunderstandings. On June 27th, Mercury will form a very strong trine with Saturn. With this energy, what do you feel is lacking in yourself? What are the things you need? In this sense, make an effort to incorporate into your life any kind of activity or organization that can help you improve yourself. Be careful of gossips throughout the week. Don't let people who have never achieved any success in their own lives confuse you about your life, your work, or educational matters. The sky is warning each of us not to lose what we already have, while chasing after more gain or greater happiness. May the best and most beautiful things happen for the highest good of each of us. And I repeat once again, in your birth chart, in which house, at what degree, and in which sign are Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune located? Be sure to have your birth chart analyzed by an expert sky guide during this cycle. And I want to end the video by especially warning you to pay attention to June 28th. As the Mercury-Neptune trine forms, matters related to relationships you thought were kept secret may suddenly be exposed. You may pay a heavy price for deceiving yourself or trying to keep things hidden. So, let's be careful. Of course, where can you find all the detailed effects of this week's celestial energies on the zodiac signs? On YouTube, Astrodeha. Don't forget to turn on notifications and subscribe. Let the skies be your guide. May your path be filled with light. Children of Mars, Aries, the sky is telling you this week, move forward with courage, but let your heart guide you. This week, the sky is inviting you not only to take action, but also to find balance. Even though your natural leadership and quest for independence are strong, Mercury's aspects emphasize that communication is golden for you. Therefore, express your feelings directly, but don't overlook the sensitivities of others throughout the week. In career matters, new job offers, agreements, and projects may come up around midweek. Especially around June 25, the energies triggered by Mars are powerful enough to lead you to make quick decisions. However, the sky is warning you to stay away from impulsiveness and sudden decisions. Thinking long term this week will mean climbing the ladder to success in the right way for you. In financial matters, you should avoid risky investments throughout the week and take income-focused steps instead of seeking sudden gains. Especially around June 27th, you may encounter financial opportunities. This is an astrological prediction. It is not financial investment advice. When it comes to matters of love, empathy should take priority this week. When talking with your partner or spouse, you should pay attention not only to the words, but also to the subtext and what is in your heart as you express yourself. Single Aries individuals, an old love story may come knocking on your heart's door again. And once more, a surprise meeting with an old friend could trigger emotional closeness between you that you would never have expected. In terms of both your mental and physical well-being, tension, anger, and restlessness may lead to discomfort and stress-related problems throughout the week. Plenty of walking, light exercise, and outdoor sports will do you good. When it comes to family matters, it will be beneficial for you to pay special attention to what your elders say. Throughout the week, be mindful to use creative expressions. Feel before you act, listen before you speak, and make sure to carefully consider what might happen before you try to win. Otherwise, you won't be able to balance your energy, and your impatience will be the cause of problems, so act carefully. My advice to you is, those who say whatever they want end up hearing what they don't want. Make it your effort not to stray from this mindset, and throughout the week, especially when it comes to events, situations, and messages related to past relationships, be sure to assess them well before taking action. Let sudden impulses not turn into major regrets later on or result in material and emotional consequences for your actions. May the heavens be your guide and your paths be filled with light. Children of Venus, the Taurus. This week, the sky encourages you to take root in calm strength, moving forward by noticing the beauty that lies in slowness and depth. In the last week of June, the strongest theme for you throughout the week is stability and inner balance. Venus's powerful journey through your sign makes you both more attractive and much more determined. This week, the sky is filled with energies that support you, and they are very powerful. Just make sure not to act impatiently or make sudden decisions about anything throughout the week. Your work life will also be structured steadily this week. Be sure to mark June 27th in particular. Developments may come to the forefront in unexpected ways. You may find yourself facing a new responsibility or an extremely strong offer related to your job, and it is possible to receive surprise offers or a promotion that could take your career to bigger and better places. Let your intention be to make the most of the gifts from your ruling planet and the sky without giving in to fear or doubting how you will manage or what you will do. Progressing with patience and thinking strategically rather than emotionally will bring you success. From a financial perspective, the sky is telling you to review your expenses throughout the week. Make a budget and cut unnecessary spending. Small, solid investments could make you happy in the long run. This is not investment advice, but an astrological prediction. When it comes to matters of love, you are facing a completely supportive force in romance this week, thanks to your ruling planet Venus. Romance is increasing in your current relationship or marriage. Enjoyable activities you do together will deepen your relationship. This week, you can do many of the things you've dreamed of, but haven't had the chance to do with your spouse or partner. For single Taurians, new encounters may turn into lasting relationships. Don't act with prejudice, and around June 28th is a very auspicious day for heartfelt conversations and increased emotional closeness. When it comes to health matters, it's very important for you to ground your body and mind this week. As you know, I am a Taurus myself. My sun sign is Taurus. I'm especially addressing Taurians and Leos. We are prone to flu infections. Pay attention to the warnings your body gives you. Do breathing exercises, spend time in nature, walk, and allow your mind and body to rest. This week, pay extra attention to your sleep schedule and nutrition in particular. All problems related to family life may resurface, but this time you should respond and find solutions with a focus on resolution and smart approaches so that these issues don't come up again. Your approach should be like this. When you establish a sensitive way of communicating, you will overcome these problems. You may especially confront old resentments from the past with your family, allowing for cleansing and healing of bonds. At this point, when your creativity is high, Venus is supporting you. You can overcome the storms outside in order to protect the garden within you. Take root, be patient. Good things will find you, dear Taurus. Children of Mercury, Geminis, the message from the sky for you this week is your mind is soaring, but it says anchor your heart to the ground. This week, the sky brings you both a mental and emotional dance. However, with the influence of the sun, your communication skills are at their peak, but Mercury's shadowy effect may reopen old chapters before you, and your emotions may change rapidly. If you don't navigate these ways with balance, you may not be able to overcome them. In short, you should act with balance and avoid approaches driven by anger, ambition, or self-deception. When it comes to work-related matters, instead of arguing with colleagues who cause problems in the workplace throughout the week, focusing on your own tasks, prioritizing communication with people you can collaborate with, and moving forward with an awareness of whom you can and cannot trust before sharing your ideas can bring you great benefits. Especially after June 25, teamwork will support you in gaining extremely important opportunities and achievements. Be careful in your communication. The sky warns you to remain aware that misunderstandings can quickly escalate, especially from Wednesday to Friday. When it comes to financial matters, luxury spending and unplanned shopping may wear you out. Be careful. Don't make life miserable for yourself by regretting it later and worrying about how you'll make it to the end of the month financially. From the 27th onward, the sky warns you to be extra cautious about situations that may seem like financial opportunities. In your love life, with Mercury's shadow effect, your emotions will start to fluctuate from June 24th onward. Old issues and unresolved matters from the past may cause tensions between you and your spouse or partner. Patience and communication will be lifesavers in relationships. Act with this awareness. Single Geminis, you too may encounter a special person who will touch your heart through a spontaneous meeting towards the weekend. Your mind will be very active this week. This may increase your tendency for sleep problems, lack of focus, and impulsive speech. As a result, you may find yourself facing troublesome situations. You need to balance your body, especially drink plenty of water and prioritize sleep. Make it your effort this week to align your inner voice with your mind by doing breathing exercises. While your circle of friends will energize you both socially and internally, you may also learn through conversations and emerging truths just how much harm the wrong friends can cause you. In particular, a conversation with your true friends can take your inner awareness to a whole new level. This week, write, research, and learn a new hobby or a spontaneous trip will both refresh you and nourish your soul. Every idea is a seed, but let your heart decide which one to water. This week, Gemini, may the skies be your guide and light your path. Children of the moon, Cancers, the sky is telling you this week, Go deeper, stay calm, but protect your boundaries. Especially this week, the sky is taking you on an inner journey. Your ruling planet, the moon, will deepen your emotions around June 26th and invite you to notice the traces of the past. Vulnerability is no longer a weakness. For you, it is becoming a sign of strength. When it comes to work-related matters, an ongoing project may reach a critical stage this week. You will encounter a development in your career that will motivate you, and it becomes possible for you to manage this crisis very effectively, neutralizing those working behind your back with timely interventions as you become aware of them. It's time to rely on the strength you draw from your vulnerabilities. Your intuition is especially strong, but don't make decisions based on intuition this week. You should proceed by basing your decisions on data and fact. Financially, especially cutting unnecessary expenses and creating a savings plan will benefit you both in the short and long term. This week, simplify your financial goals and make realistic adjustments. It will also be beneficial for you to take a controlling and gently cautionary approach regarding your family members' spending. When it comes to matters of love, you are under influences that will allow you to overcome many problems through open and honest communication shaped by compassion. Don't be afraid to express your feelings. In particular, the vulnerabilities and tensions experienced in your relationship have the power to bring you even closer together. Single Cancers, be ready for an encounter filled with emotional depth this week. Let your heart be open to love, not clouded by prejudice. When it comes to family relationships, the stars are supporting you to heal an old resentment or misunderstanding from the past. Regarding your health, you should pay attention to your sleep and eat nutritious foods. Your immune system may weaken and you could experience health problems related to this. Especially with those in your family with whom you experience tension or unrest, you should avoid stubbornness and arguments and focus on resolving issues. Throughout the week, being productive will both clear your mind and nourish your soul. My advice to you is to tap into the courage deep within your heart. There, you will find both the answer to the past and the light for the future. Stay in a flow and acceptance that will allow you to make clear decisions about yourself in this light and to develop the ability to put an end to being hurt or broken by others' criticisms. May the heavens be your guide and your path be illuminated, dear Cancer. Children of the Sun, Lions of the Sky, this week the message for you is shine, but shine with the awareness of how bright your inner light truly is. Know that those who do not dare to look at the sun are doomed to mistake the shadow for the light. This week, the sky is filled with powerful influences for you to shine, to be supported, and to bring out your creativity, self-confidence, and leadership qualities. Your broken courage is beginning to rise. Your power to express yourself is increasing. Cosmic energies are carrying you to the forefront both on stage and in matters of the heart this week. You will encounter opportunities for leadership and visibility in your career. You may take the lead in a project related to your work, attract attention with your ideas, and find opportunities for growth through collaborations. Be mindful of unexpected setbacks on June 25. This may be a bit discouraging, but if you handle it smartly, bravely, and flexibly, know that its effect will be temporary. Financially, there will be developments that meet your expectations for gain, but throughout the week, avoid impulsiveness and tendencies toward luxury and showiness in your spending. In your love life, remember that while grand gestures, surprises, and romantic plans with your spouse or partner are wonderful, it is the small and sincere actions that will revive your relationship and strengthen your bond. They are the cornerstone of your relationship. Single Leos, your charm may reach its peak in social settings. You might set sail for unexpected romances. When it comes to health, especially try to balance your high energy with physical activity. You might start a diet, and instead of rejecting healthy eating programs, if you stay open to them this time, you could achieve success. Especially when your self-confidence is high, every bit of attention you pay to what you eat and drink will have a significant positive impact on your health. In social matters, new acquaintances may turn into opportunities in your professional life and lasting friendships. Taking on roles such as leading or organizing can benefit you this week and over the weekend, especially gathering with your friends and loved ones will be healing for your soul. This week, you can balance your energy both mentally and physically through a hobby or creative activity. The sky is telling you, show yourself but don't hide your heart. Move forward by allowing not only your outer light but also the warmth within you to reflect onto your external life. As for those who are bothered by your light, ignore them and restructure your priorities in life. May the skies be your guide and your path be filled with light. Children of Mercury, Virgos, the sky is supporting you this week to open the doors to mental clarity and inner peace. Throughout the week, energies related to planning, simplifying, emotional balancing, and a deepening of your thought world under Mercury's influence are at play. And these energies will lead you to self-reflection. It's time to take systematic steps to permanently review your life in detail and simplify it. Your meticulousness in your work life will bring you rewards this week. There are influences at play that will help you organize your routines, systematize your tasks, and achieve great ease. Especially on June 27th, there may be an internal change in your work life or a revision in task planning. Don't let this intimidate you. Know that if you manage this situation correctly, act decisively, and trust your instincts and abilities, it means you've finally broken the deadlock. As for financial matters, any savings you make from now on will come back to you in the fall as relief and stable financial energies. You may be sensitive in your love life throughout the week, especially in your close relationships. There is a ground for misunderstandings with your spouse or partner. Talking things through before problems escalate and maintaining open communication will be the key to protecting your relationships. My advice to you throughout the week is, if you are experiencing ups and downs about taking a relationship to a certain point or ending it, the stars are telling you to slow down in love and enjoy sharing without rushing. Single Virgos, this week you may experience a meeting that excites you deeply with a strong mental connection from the heart. However, my advice to you is to get to know the other person without attaching too much meaning to things. Clearing your mind is very beneficial for finding inner peace. Light exercise and meditation can be helpful for you in this regard. Pay attention to eating a balanced diet and drinking plenty of water. And dear Virgo, please make it a priority to reduce your screen time or do a social media detox on certain days of the week or at certain hours of the day to combat mental fatigue. In particular, spending time alone to gather your thoughts or having deep conversations with people who understand you will help you overcome many things that trouble you. My advice to you is to engage in activities that will develop your analytical skills. You can relax by playing chess, engaging in strategy games, or doing mental exercises like reading books. Throughout the week, small adjustments will make a big difference in every aspect of your life. Stay in the flow and embrace acceptance. May the stars be your guide, and may your path be filled with starlight. Children of Venus, Libras, balance is in your nature. Now is the time to stay in deeper acceptance of that and to live in harmony. Otherwise, the motto of let life flow as it knows best may trigger great regrets and challenges you won't be able to handle. Be very careful. Emotional balance can bring you great advantages throughout the week. The sky is warning you. If you choose to be swept away by the ebb and flow of your emotions, you may experience problems in your family relationships, your friendships, and in the overall structure of your life. Your ruling planet Venus not only brings energies that will highlight your social life, but also carries energies that will allow you to benefit from sincere and realistic approaches in your relationships, and that will bring to light emotional issues you have suppressed or matters related to relationships that have been kept hidden. Especially this week, pay extra attention to the conversations and posts you make on interactive platforms, as well as the content on your phone. Things you want to keep hidden may be revealed in completely unexpected ways, and you may find yourself in a difficult situation, Libras. In your professional life, your diplomacy and fair stance will make you stand out, and you will have the opportunity to boost your energy through social activities related to your work. In particular, your solution-oriented attitude will earn you appreciation and admiration. Pay extra attention around June 25th. A lingering disagreement from the past or a decision-making process related to a relationship may come knocking at your door. Facing the truth in unexpected ways may make you feel compelled to make decisions, leading to a sense of pressure and an uneasy state of mind. No matter what happens, be realistic and try to act with the awareness that every problem can be overcome. When making investment decisions regarding financial matters, do not proceed without thoroughly examining the pros and cons. Instead of hasty decisions, a strategic approach will protect you financially this week. Libras who are married or in ongoing relationships with children will experience a deepening of emotions this week. You can resolve problems if you act by knowing how to listen when you reach points of disagreement. However, if you are on the verge of making a decision about a long-term relationship, you may also find yourself in a cycle of making work-related decisions. For single Libras, both a new relationship and an old connection may come to the forefront this week. While listening to your heart, make sure not to stray from realistic approaches. Focus on listening to both your own voice and your mind in a rational way. My advice to you is that on June 28th, the influence of the moon may deepen your emotions. Your intuition may grow stronger. Act on it. This week, the sky says beauty is inner harmony. Weigh life with your heart's sense of justice. Stay in flow and acceptance. May the heavens guide you and your path be light-filled. Scorpios are the children of Mars. True transformation begins where you face yourself. We always talk about transformation, but we choose to avoid realizing that transformation in our lives begins by confronting ourselves. But this week, Scorpios, whether you want it or not, I hope you are among those who notice and accept it. Themes of depth, confrontation, and transformation will be at the forefront, because your ruling planet Pluto will align with your intentions this week and trigger lasting changes in different areas of your life. Your courage both protects and empowers you. Give importance to determination and clear communication in your work life. This will make you stand out. This is your key to not being affected by intrigues and to move forward without harm. Express your ideas boldly. Especially between June 24th and 26th, the stars are supporting you for important conversations, meetings, activities, and presentations. Recognize that the challenges you face are actually guiding you to see the areas where you need to innovate. Instead of resisting, think strategically. Financial matters such as loans, debts, joint investments, and taxes may be on your agenda this week. If there are details you have overlooked, they may come to light. Instead of panicking, make an effort to resolve them with transparency. In your love life, hidden feelings are starting to come to the forefront. Around June 27, a topic you have long avoided discussing may come up with your spouse or partner. Open, honest, and courageous communication will liberate both you and the other person from this situation. Loyalty and trust in the relationship will be redefined and rebuilt. That's why you need honest confrontation through open communication. For single Scorpios, while a meeting with spiritual closeness is possible, the stars warn you not to approach relationships too magnetically and not to assign more meaning than necessary to everyone you meet. Move forward with the awareness that getting enough rest, easing mental fatigue, practicing breathing exercises, meditation, and gentle nature walks will do you good, and taking a short break from social media for a mental detox will be beneficial for you. Transforming your intense emotions into an art form can be healing for you. Expressing your emotions instead of suppressing them will be a transformative outlet. Starting from midweek, an interesting conversation may help you gain awareness and recharge yourself spiritually. My suggestion to you is that when you face the darkness, you will realize the power of the light within you, and without fearing transformation, you can be reborn from your ashes. May the skies be your guide and your path be filled with light. Sagittarians, the children of Jupiter. The message from the sky for you this week is: no matter where the road leads, do not forget your essence. This week, the sky is opening doors for you to expand, explore, and learn. With the influence of your ruling planet Jupiter, your optimism increases, inviting you to new experiences. You are in a week that is highly favorable for both physical and mental journeys. Bring into your lives the maturity that comes from recognizing through the scales of justice the importance of balance and give and take in relationships, what you have not received as much as you have given, and what you have not given as much as you have received. In your professional life, matters related to abroad, trainings, seminars, and travels may come to the forefront. Your horizons are expanding, and you may encounter contacts that will bring you new perspectives and opportunities. Make the most of it. In particular, exchanging ideas with your peers may plant the seeds of an unexpected project, allowing you to reap its rewards in the long run. The stars are advising you to be cautious with your spending financially. Especially around June 24th, unplanned purchases may lead to regrets as the weekend approaches. In your love life, an unexpected piece of news, a message, or a phone call about your spouse or partner may cause confusion. You should shake this off and avoid damaging your relationship with meaningless reactions unless you are sure whether it is true or not. First, find out, then realize, and after you realize, respond in a way that befits you. Because when it comes to relationships, a relationship may end, or you may experience the excitement you once lost in your relationship all over again. Single Sagittarians, social environments may bring new and intriguing connections into your lives. Honesty and openness in your relationship will come back to you as new and positive influences. Be active when it comes to health matters. This will do you good. Try to revitalize your body and mind with natural sports, cycling, and outdoor walks. Especially in social crowds, spending some time alone may help you balance your energy. Towards the weekend, focusing on meditation, prayer, a short walk, or planning a brief trip will also nourish your soul. You must remember this, dear Sagittarius. Every journey leads you back to yourself. Move forward with knowledge, experience, and intuition. The roads will teach you. Choose to learn and grow, not to reject, so you can build a better version of your life. May the skies be your guide, and may your path be bright. Children of Saturn Capricorns, the sky this week heralds that every peak you patiently climb, just like the stubborn Capricorn your sign represents, brings you one step closer to lasting success. Saturn's strategic support will enable your already planned and disciplined nature to be structured even further. Especially in your professional life, be aware that the solid steps you take in professional and financial matters will reward you as great fruits in the future. Throughout the week, staying calm in the face of professional challenges will be your greatest strength. Focus on projects and details related to your work. Be prepared to receive the positive results of your pursuit of perfection, both materially, spiritually, and in terms of your current position. Around June 27th, you may encounter an unexpected development and may have to change your plans. The sky heralds that if you maintain your goal-oriented stance, you can turn everything that develops against you to your advantage. Of course, for this, you need to be resilient, determined, and approach situations with great self-confidence in your mindset. Know that if you maintain clear, solution-oriented, and respectful communication with both your superiors and subordinates, the reward will be great and you will earn appreciation. When it comes to financial matters, make sure to proceed with safe steps rather than taking risks throughout the week. Family members, especially your spouse or partner spending unexpected expenses, may lead to crises in your relationship. It's time to put a stop to feeling inadequate financially because of this. Don't let anyone make you feel bad or blame you for selfish actions that are their own doing. Problems related to inheritance, loans, restructurings, and structured payments are also among the issues you may encounter starting from the 27th. In your private life, act with the awareness that a lack of clear communication can create an atmosphere of misunderstanding and arguments. A constructive attitude in relationships can overcome barriers and tensions. If you are a single Capricorn, be mindful of potential closeness that may develop in the workplace or during joint projects this week. When it comes to health, balance your physical energy to clear your mind of mental burdens. You can do weight training, fitness exercises, or balance your energy with a brisk walk in nature. Remember that you need spaces where you can be alone with yourself throughout the week. To maintain your work-life balance and clarify your future plans, you need solitude to align your heart, mind, and thoughts. A vision shaped by discipline does not fall apart despite changes, and patience is the foundation of success, dear Capricorn. Stay in the flow. May the skies be your guide and your path be filled with light. Aquarians are the children of Uranus. This week, the sky is sending you the message. Those who think differently create different worlds. Now, your stance should be clear against those who ignore you or try to manipulate you just because you think differently or because they have different opinions from yours. Let your intention be to focus on yourself, your abilities, to act in a solution-oriented way, and above all, to distance yourself from those who try to belittle you when it comes to your talents. Because intellectual leaps and original solutions will support you in overcoming problems by bringing creative answers to issues that have long been unresolved in your ruling planet Uranus. With your innovative nature, it may be inevitable for you to become the star of the week. As long as you choose to put yourself out there without doubting your potential, especially in your professional life, adopting an unconventional approach rather than the tried and ordinary will make you stand out. Even if you face opposition because of your different way of thinking, know that in the long run, you will be the one who wins. Do not doubt that ending certain friendships will bring you great benefits. If you hesitate, others will take your leadership qualities, talents, and what is rightfully yours, and you will be sidelined in many things you have worked hard for. Especially from June 25 onwards, it will be extremely important for you to use both your intuition and logic together in your professional or personal life. When it comes to work-related matters, don't hesitate to seek support from groups and technological projects, and don't shy away from benefiting from them. As for financial matters, instead of openly discussing every creative idea regarding your investment plans this week, it will be much more beneficial for you to research them and take action only after conducting a strategic investigation. In your personal life, whether it's about romance or friendships, meaningful and visionary conversations can bring you great awareness and benefits. If you and your spouse or partner have different thoughts about the future, listening to each other without judgment will strengthen the bond between you. Single Aquarians, you may get closer to someone you're interested in, but you might also distance yourself because of a behavior you observe or something that is said. For this reason, try not to put love-related matters at the top of your priorities throughout the week. When it comes to your health, pay attention to your sensitivity regarding your stomach and intestines throughout the week. My advice to you is to act with the awareness that new perspectives, discussions, and especially participating in seminars or any event where you can learn will bring you great benefits. Don't be afraid of differences. Remain aware that intuitive leaps are carrying you into the future, and that innovations will also inspire others. May the skies guide you, your Neptune's mystical children, Pisces. The sky says that this week the light of compassion will illuminate even the darkest moments, reflecting his influences upon you. With Neptune's mystical guidance, your intuition and dreams may carry important clues about how you should act in many areas of your life, as long as you choose to remain in acceptance with awareness. Being understanding toward yourself and the people around you can help both you and your relationships with your loved ones to be restructured and improved. Empathy will be your greatest strength this week. Trust in empathy in your professional life. By collaborating with the right people at the right time, you can find the job you are looking for, resolve a serious crisis at work, and open the doors to new opportunities. This week, you may encounter opportunities such as meeting unexpected allies, receiving help to start your own business, or ending a problematic partnership. However, the stars emphasize the importance of balancing your intuition with rational assessments before making decisions. The need for honesty and clarity in relationships comes to the forefront. In the middle of the week, doubts and uncertainties may trigger tensions. However, once you resolve this, stay confident that your bonds will grow stronger and that honest communication will bring you benefits, not drawbacks. This can either bring you closer together or, with the truth coming to light clearly, lead you to a crossroads in an understanding and gentle way without causing harm. Single Pisces, you too may encounter a sincere and genuine new acquaintance. When it comes to finances, you should especially avoid risky expenditures and focus on making plans aimed at stable, sustainable growth. This week, the stars warn you about ear infections regarding your health. If you have ear pain or are experiencing any infections, you should see a specialist doctor without delay. New projects will bring you inspiration in many areas. If you want to express the intense emotions inside you in creative ways, you should work on the things you are considering doing in your work and academic life. Sincere exchanges within your social circle have the power to strengthen friendships and bonds with people you have parted from or grown distant with. Spend the week reflecting inwardly. To distance yourself from worries about the future, practice prayer, breathing exercises, and meditation. The dance between dreams and reality is the most beautiful melody of life. Flow with compassion, grow through change, and move forward by embracing the values at your core. Let the heavens be your guide. May they light your path.